right, we are locked in for our first game of this match. We've got Fearow into Corsola. This is a really good matchup for Fearow. You double resist those Astonishes. Bjpawat immediately pivots out to that Blastoise.
And there's not really a great answer to this Blastoise, so I think Meteorfallian is going to go for a little chip and dip action here. Quick coming Corsola afterward to get a lot more done here in this situation. Does he swap out? Oh, he swaps out now. Gets the Astonish as well and catches the Hydro Cannon. Really great place from Meteorfallian to put him just slightly ahead in the situation. And look how little damage it does, especially on the non-Shadow Blastoise. Now, this is going to be really awkward for Bjpawat to come into because nothing can eat this ghost damage on his team. Super effective against the Corsola or a lot of neutral damage on the Shadow Scizor. Really good positioning for Meteorfallian so far.
Yeah, he's looking to pivot out. That switch clock is just not quite up, so he does get the full farm down with that Corsola. And Meteorfallian will, it looks like he will get to 2 Nightshades here, which will threaten Bjpawat's Corsola as well. He will take the first one. He will potentially shield up the second one. He doesn't want to take all that damage, let's see. Or he might let it go and put it all on Scizor. Because I believe that Fearow left with a little bit of energy, so he could potentially outpace something. He does actually just let it go on the Corsola. Oh,
this is about to be really brutal for Bjpawat. He doesn't know it yet, but there's a Shadow Marowak lurking in the background, and a 2-shield Shadow Marowak can spell trouble. But Meteorfallian doesn't read this, actually ends up shielding the Power Gem, so it is not over yet. Scizor can do some damage, but these Mudslaps are really going to start adding up. Actually, I like this play a lot from Meteorfallian. Throwing a move first, now we get a shield, and now on 1 shield apiece, Marowak has a lot more play into the Shadow Scizor.
Yeah, get the shield, get the 0-turn swap, come in and start mud slapping. Bjpawat, I believe, can get to 2 moves here, but I don't think he can get to an Ice Slash and a Trailblaze, potentially. Meteorfallian does not call the bait. He does actually shield it up. So now can BJ get to the next move? I think he will make a Night Slash here. He will actually make a Trailblaze. He does make it all the way there, but he will leave with no energy. I think the Fearow is healthy enough to potentially come in and just peck all the way down.
Yeah, not much health left, even boosted here. It's not going to do enough. It did a good chunk though with 1 bullet punch, but you can see a little frustration on his face, hoping that, you know, maybe he had some other gameplay in the back because the pressure from the Shadow Mud Slap damage from Marowak is why Mud Slappers are so strong right now in this meta.
We've got our leads on the field. We've got Blastoise into Corsola. It's a pretty neutral matchup to start off. I expect them to stay in here, throw a few moves, chip down a little bit before anyone pivots out. They might just play it out completely neutrally. Blastoise will fire off this Hydro Cannon first, and Corsola can easily tank one of these, can tank 2 of them actually.
Yeah, and there might be a chance for a catch potential as you see the Blastoise on the side of BJ in the back as well here too. Meteorfallian choosing not to spend the shield here. Wants to save the shields for the Fearow, which I think is a solid strategy, but Fearow's not going to do as well with shields up against the Scizor. Kind of like how Scizor didn't do so great into that Marowak. I thought BJ could have gone for a potential catch, but maybe doesn't want to give up switch advantage here. Wants to maintain switch advantage. He's scared of that potential Marowak in the back. But in comes the switch now to the Fearow, and now comes the Blastoise. Hey, both of these are party hat Blastoise as well too. So here for some fun times, and this is gonna be a fun time for the Blastoise for sure, as the super effective rollouts are gonna really add up as well as the Hydro Cannon.
Yeah, I think Fearow will have to shield this Hydro Cannon because it's going to do so much damage. Yeah, and he does shield that up. The thing is, Bjpawat's going to pace really quickly to the next Hydro Cannon. Meteorfallian will slightly outpace to the Drill Peck, potentially go for that KO. He will throw on good timing there just before the next Hydro Cannon is reached. And BJ actually shields this up as well. He wants to get off this energy. This is a lot of energy if he were to let that go, so it makes sense. It's pretty valuable for him to be able to get this Hydro Cannon off. And he does actually pull the last shield from Meteorfallian in this match.
I like the play from BJ here because he's worried that there might be a Shadow Marowak in the back, right? He doesn't want history to repeat itself like that first game here. Oh, in comes a Credilli to catch the Hydro Cannon, but now this Credilli is going to be locked into the Shadow Scizor, and because it takes this Hydro Cannon, it might put it in a situation where the Night Slash will be enough and you don't even have to shield the potential Rock Tomb. Let's see if the counter is correct here, and BJ is going to throw the Night Slash right in perfect timing without taking the Rock Tomb damage.
Those bullet punches absolutely decimating the Credilli's health, and now this Night Slash will get the KO. We do see a boost on top of that. These bullet punches are going to absolutely do a lot of damage into that Fearow if it comes in. I think you might have to come in Blastoise here. He does have energy on Fearow though, but did you see how much those bullet punches did? It took 2 bullet punches and it is absolutely shredding that Fearow. I don't think he's going to get to a second move here, but he's going to try. No, he does not. Gotta pivot out, and he's gonna take this Night Slash. That will be a GG.
Yeah, BJ looking a little down at that first game, but brought the Shadow Scizor yet again and now finds the matchup he wants. And he got that double boost as well, 4x stage boost. I mean, even Meteorfallian's got to laugh a little bit about that. Luckily for Meteorfallian, that didn't happen in like an earlier part of the match, right? And BJ's thinking, where were the boosts last game? I needed these boosts last game to win that one.
Our players are locked in for our game 3 in this match.
Oh.
We have the Bastiodon into the Corsola. This is a really good matchup for the Bastiodon. Corsola just cannot keep up with the damage here. So
and we get the instant swap over to the Blastoise. Now in comes the Fearow. This is not a great matchup, but look at the fast attack pressure on the side of Meteorfallian. This is the Meteorfallian we know here, right? You got Bastiodon, you got the Shadow Marowak, a lot of fast attack pressure for the entire side here. I don't know about this swap though, because it's not really the best position for the Fearow to be in. And BJ, he's going to fight for the switch advantage here too, but I don't think he can afford to spend both shields, because shields down, the Scizor is going to be decimated by the flamethrower of the Bastiodon.
Yeah, it was a really interesting swap, but he didn't really bring a Blastoise answer, right?
No.
I think maybe BJ was trying to bait out this Cradilly so he could potentially come in and farm down with the Scizor, but the Cradilly wasn't there this time.
And this Fearow is putting in a lot of work too. I didn't realize Fearow could make this matchup this close, but it is going to start closing in on the health bar of here. Oh, and in comes a Marowak, but you're going to have to take a Hydro Cannon, super effective, or spend the shield. You see Meteorfallian not loving that he has the shield here, but energy on this Marowak can be pretty useful. You could get a shield back from the Scizor, but I think it's going to be the Corsola that comes in here instead. Yeah,
I definitely think he's going to bring in the Corsola to soak this energy and kind of neutralize it. And he can get to those Nightshades. He will outpace to the Bone Club here, and then he will pace to another one as well. But again, I think at this point, you're just letting the Corsola go and one shielding the Scizor. Or he actually is going to pivot the Scizor in and go ahead, and he's got to protect this up. He will reach that Bone Club. This is an interesting play from BJ, knowing that that Bastiodon is still in the back there.
Yeah.
And he's using his last shield now. On this, he actually waits a turn and catches the Night Slash on his 1 HP Fearow. Oh my goodness.
BJ needs the boost right now. Can he get it? 1 in 8 chances, and he does not. And this is really devastating for BJ because shields are down, but here's the thing, even the health bars are low, right? Taking all that Mudslap damage, I agree. I don't know if I'd love that play because you just put it so that the Bastion can smack you down. The Trailblaze and Night Slash, they're just neutral damage, and Bastion is pretty bulky. It doesn't matter even if you hit it from a Shadow Scizor. It can take this damage pretty good. The real question is, can you get enough Bullet Punch down? But if you stay to Bullet Punch, you give the Bastion more energy. You make it so that Bastion can leave with a Stone Edge. It's going to be really close in this endgame here. As you see, BJ's going to swap over now, and in comes the Corsola. Now, this matchup is actually pretty close. Corsola's going to outpace the Bastion here, but Bastion could tank at least 2 of these Nightshades.
Yeah, the health remaining on both of these Pokemon is very close, so this is going to be anyone's game, and we're going to see how it plays out. We're throwing the Stone Edge into the Corsola. How much damage will this do? Will he have to get to another one, or can he smack down all the way down? I think he will get the full smackdown here. He should be able to live another Nightshade here, and then maybe one more Bullet Punch after that.
This is going to be super close. You can see the stress on BJ's face. Can he get a Bullet Punch down, or can he get a Night Slash? Both will be win conditions for BJ, but no!
Bastiodon comes out with
There's no Night Slash ready, and in comes the Stone Edge for the Bastion, and Meteorfallian is going to take the win over Bjpawat.
What a close game. It was so back and forth. Twitch timers misaligned. He actually brought the Fearow into the Blastoise, but that was the correct play because he needed that Mud Slapper in the back for that Shadow Scizor.
Yes, it was a funky play for sure.